So let's talk about leaving money on the table. We don't like that. No one likes that, right? At the end of the day, when an idea comes, we just want to get out there and celebrate and show people this is the amazing new thing I know will change your life. But at the in the process there are different steps, and I don't know about you, but I realized that I stopped by certain steps. So once you realize that, okay, this is the second project I got started with and I stop here or there, then let's push through these boundaries and these resistant, how one of my coach likes to call it, because this just resistance. And maybe there is a pattern, maybe you don't like tech, maybe there are certain things what you hate doing, maybe there is a little monkey on your shoulder telling you that this or that, whatever your monkey tells you, but actually you're leaving money on the table by not finishing these amazing ideas, and you are creating so much, but if there is no process and no framework behind it, it's just people just can't reach it. That's our business, an online business, right? We need certain stuff to deliver actually those projects and those amazing ideas. And I know you are already cringing by the process and by frameworks, but at the end of the day, choose the easiest, whatever is the best for you, or there are a couple of things what you can focus on to stop overruns, to make sure that you are actually delivering your processes. So we have another episode, how to find the gaps in your business, so to make sure that you, and how to close them, obviously, to make sure how you actually serve all types of clients and on all levels of the client journey and on all levels of their buying cycle. But today let's talk about actually the mapping out the whole process to make sure that you have everything, you cover everything, and that you identify where those boundaries of yours come in the way, and let's see how we can overcome that. Okay, so first of all, map out your idea, right? This amazing idea came to you through meditation, and then you just sit there and, oh yes, this is it. So how does this end goal look like, right? How is the when you start actually delivering your amazing magic, how do the client feel? How do they receive this amazing thing? So if you start with an end in mind, it's just as like, putting things in the GPS, or maybe it's, you go on a train journey, and the end goal is, the end station is that. So what's your big idea? How do you deliver that big idea? And if you start with the end in mind, then you know how that might look like at the end. But we need different stops, milestones on the way, right? Just as when you hop on a train. So let's think about our journey and break down the idea to milestones. By now, your creativity kind of faded at this point. I know inspiration is gone and you feel a little bit overwhelmed, I know, but here comes the magic. Okay, so we know our end goal, or we know what the milestones are, and I give you a couple of examples. If you would like to have a freebie, right, then you need to deliver the email, you need a link with the freebie, you need an email system that delivers actually, automatically, that you don't need to email people one by one, because it's not really scalable at the end. And, you need a landing page where people can sign up. You need some kind of copy, images, sign up forms, and all that jazz, right? And even before that happens, you need posts, you need blog posts, you need a promotional post, you need emails, or maybe ad copy and ad images for people to be able to sign up. So those are the big milestones for your freebie, for example, right? if you look at it in a normal way, not the reverse engineer way, how I just went through, right? You put a post out there, people see that, they click on the link, they sign up for the freebie, they receive an email, and then they receive the freebie, right? So these are the steps. And the end is they receive your freebie. Although with all freebies, we want people to get to know us and maybe upsell something, right? So that's then the next step. That's the next on your train journey. That's your next step. But let's say you don't want a freebie, you have a little bit more complicated, like, you know, a new group training, a new membership. Then the milestones in reverse engineered could be you have a Facebook group with all your members, right? That's our big picture where you deliver all the trainings through Zoom, and then you have the container as a Facebook group. But before that happens, you need the actual launch process, right? Open cart, you need a sales page, you need to promote it, right? That's the step before. And you need also, like by the freebie, posts, images, emails, and all sorts of things, right? So these are the big milestones, what you need to create, and these are the things what you need to create and go through the process, what you go through until you arrive at the end and you actually realize your amazing idea. And where people I think go wrong is they are focusing on the bad things at the bad timing, right? So they are not focusing at the right things at the right time. So you might already created the Facebook group because that's your end goal, right? But you don't even have the promotion. You don't even have the bits and pieces what you need for the sales page. So you are actually kind of wasting time and not focusing on the right things, which helps to, you know, get off the train, and actually you are not arriving in your goal in the time because you went off that plan, and you're not doing things on the right time. And I like to think about this as your train line, yeah, right? And you hover over that train line, and that's the framework you can hover over and see where, okay, now I'm focusing on this point, or I should have this or that, right? For example, when you're writing the promotion, maybe you don't feel like writing a sales copy or an email, but maybe you feel like creating the images. So at the end of the day, you hover over that train line, which brings you to the end goal, but you know what is the next step, and you know what task you need to do. And guess what? It will bring you closer, and it will bring you quicker to your goal, and it will make sure that you actually focus and create the right things at the right time. Because the problem is, right, if you focus on, for example, on the sales page, although you are only by just the promotional part, you will not arrive as quick as you could, because you are not warming up people. And then I usually have a great example for that you actually not warming up your people, and you wasted, I don't know, 2-3 weeks by creating something what you need only at the end, for example, the sales page, although people will not even see your sales page because you have 2 or 3 weeks promotion. But now you need to start, right, after spending 3 weeks on your sales page. Now you need to start promoting, so you actually wasted a little bit of time there. Although if you would have just think about what posts you could put out there and what images you could create, and feel your way into, okay, today I feel doing this or that, then you would be, you know, you will not lose momentum, and you will feel motivated if you see that people are actually, you know, responding to your post. So to know where you need to focus on. I think it's really, really important. You don't need to have, for example, as I mentioned, your sales page until you actually, you know, open the cart. I like to create a link, because when I'm creating my sales emails, which leads to the open cart phase, then I like to have the link, so I don't need to go back. But at the end of the day, no one will visit that sales page until, you know, a certain point. So you have to start creating promotional content before that. I hope it makes sense. And you need to start warming up people. So why not focus on something what you actually need? So you have the big idea, you map out that big idea, what actually needs to happen until then. You have the end in mind, you break it down to milestones, you list all the things what you need for each milestone. And I know, right, this is where you're like, oh my god, Agnes, okay, I'm losing it. But why it is important? Because once you know this, you're not spreading yourself too thin, and you know where you need help, right? You know where you feel icky, where you stopped before, which is the point where you feel that resistance, and how to solve it. You can find people to collaborate with. You can find freelancers, you know, you can hire people to help you with each step. You can hire a VA, you can hire a web designer or copywriter, someone who creates this or that step on the way. You know that you love doing this and that. You know that this comes easily. You can just hire someone, you know, to build that email list. You can just hire someone to get out there and, you know, schedule the post, if that's something what stops you creating from actually what you want to achieve. So as I mentioned, look at it as a train line, as a track where, you know, you can hover over each step and each stop on the way and see if you know, how you feel about it, and you don't lose momentum. You keep your creativity, you keep your flow, but you're focusing on the right things, so to make sure that actually you arrive where you want to arrive. I don't want you to go into the overwhelm, and I don't want you to lose the momentum just before, you know, something happens. And in the VIP content, I shared a business strategy planning session I use for my clients, and this is something what we go through. And at the beginning, I created this video at the beginning of the year, so you can actually map out your whole year, but your year starts where you are at right now, and you can easily use this process and this system for a month, for 3 months, for 6 months, and whichever time period, right, makes sense in your business and doesn't make you feel overwhelmed. So check out the VIP session where I bring you through this business strategy planning. But if you would like to start right away, if you are ready to break through that resistance and take action, if you are ready to deliver your magic, because enough is enough, and you're like, okay, I'm aware, this is the pattern I'm doing, and now this is time to break through and basically deliver what you want to deliver finally in a organized and still creative, still in the flow, still with your magic, then book this intuitive planning power session, what I offer for you for $497, guys. In 2 hours, we do everything what I've just talked about together. At the end, you will have a clear action plan. You will have your timeline. You will have your tasks broken down to simple action steps. We will go through where you need help, and then you can go out there and find the people you want to work with or you want to hire. Or, as I'm a VA matchmaker, guys, feel free to let me know if you need someone. We can go out there and find that best amazing magic unicorn rockstar VA for you. But with this in your mind, right, and with this uh, in front of you. Think about your processes, think about what you would like to achieve, and break them down, because it just helps you to navigate through the chaos what actually comes after you create these amazing ideas. We all need help. We can do it alone, but sometimes we just need that little help. So if you would like to watch me live, go with you through the business strategy planning session, then join the VIP membership. And if you need actual help one-on-one, we spend time together, we go through your next magical thing together, then link is in the description, and schedule the call now, because you need to deliver your magic, because there are so many people who need your magic and who need actually that creativeness, that brilliance what you have to offer. But for that, unfortunately, we need some kind of structure, we need some kind of tech part, and if you need help with that, then definitely reach out to me. I hope it helped, guys. If there is nothing else what you bring with you from today, then please consider at least looking at your processes and where you stopped until now. What is the point where you think you need help, and what are the things where you can actually start outsourcing and start looking for people who can do that stuff easier, quicker, and it makes sure that your magical projects are out there and people can actually work with you and start growing one person at a time. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you very much for being here. And I hope to talk to you soon. Bye.